Thank you guys for joining. Um, Thank you guys for joining on the live video today. I'm just waiting for our guest. Sorry that we were late by 10 minutes. I'm waiting for our guest to join us. I forgot to title this live video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can move from a student visa to a work visa before you graduate, before you finish your studies. How you can move from a student visa to a work visa. So I can see that our guest has joined us. So I'll just allow him to accept him into the live video now. Sorry, and then we can get ready. Ooh. Please, can you request to join so that I can allow you to join in? Sorry, I'm just trying to add him onto the live video. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to join us any moment from now. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So my name is Timmy, and what's your name, please?
All right, my name is Daniel.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. So, can you just give us a brief background of yourself before coming into the UK, and then we can take it on from there?
Okay. I'm Daniel Adebayo, and a little bit of myself. Do you mean what I studied in school? Or...
Yes, what you studied in school, what you were doing in Nigeria before you then made the decision to move to the UK.
Okay. So here it goes. I'm Daniel Adebayo, and I had my first degree in computer science.
Okay.
And I also had my second degree in computer science.
Okay.
So I was basically a lecturer.
Oh.
Yeah, I lectured in Benin Republic for 2 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Before I came to the UK.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when did you make the decision to move to the UK?
Okay. Actually, having to live abroad has been my dream goal for a very long time. So even when I was doing my second master's, I knew that I was still going to do something in the UK.
In the UK.
So basically, that's just
that's lovely. Thank you so much for giving us that brief introduction. So when did you come to the UK?
All right. I came to the UK in February. This year.
Oh,
yeah, February
that's
this
nice.
year.
Okay, that's lovely to hear. So what course did you come in to study?
Yeah, MBA.
Oh, that's lovely.
Masters in Business Administration. Yes.
Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so what city are you currently in? So when did you come to the UK?
All right.
I was hearing my voice.
Yeah. I was actually supposed to use my laptop. Okay, I think I should just leave my laptop there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry for that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What school are you currently in?
Okay. York St. John University.
Oh, York St. John's. Okay. Yeah. How is university like?
Well,
it's not that popular like University of Hull and all these popular universities. Birmingham.
My cousin used to say, my school is for the less privileged. I don't know why I don't know why I'm saying that, but I think it's because
so nice.
Yeah, it's because it's one of the cheapest school you can find in London.
Oh, how much is it?
Yeah, I paid 10,800.
10,000. Oh, 10,800. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So now, how was your journey moving from study visa to work visa? First of all, I remember you let me know when
I applied, right? When I was.
Wait, so we'll still get all to that. So when you were coming into the UK, did you choose that, you know what, I'm going to get a job before I finish school? Or like, what was the plan when you were coming in?
Okay, it was actually my determination because I made so much research and I saw that even when you come to the UK, you still need a sponsorship, to remain in the UK even after your school. Yeah. And I feel for you to finish your school 1 year and going back to another 2 years post-study. So I feel it's just a waste of time. So why not just get your sponsorship immediately after school or even before you leave the school? So it tends to reduce your,
your
process. Exactly. So that's why I just feel. Yeah. So those are my determination, and I felt that, okay, fine, people are doing this thing, so I should be able to do it too.
That's nice. That's a very good determination for someone to have when you're coming into the UK. Because sometimes people graduate and they don't know what next to do after they graduate. Yeah. Okay, so now your job. Yeah. How did you find the job? And okay, sorry, can I ask you what's the job description of the job that you found?
Okay, it's actually looking after vulnerable adults. Okay. So it's more or less a support work.
Okay. Yeah. Support work. That's nice. So how did you get the job?
Okay. Getting the job wasn't really funny, and it wasn't a straightforward thing. Because I know quite a number of people will be trying to look for a particular job, and not as if it's not easy to get a job in the health sector.
Yeah.
It's quite easy, but when you now have specifications,
yes,
then you'll be making it more difficult for yourself. So what I did was that I checked out names of companies that sponsor on gov.uk.
Okay.
Then I listed them out.
Okay.
I went to Indeed.
Okay.
And I went to Total Job. I was now checking for those companies that could sponsor, that I checked on gov.uk. I was checking them there. Yeah, if they were employing at that particular time. So unfortunately for me, I got some of them, which I called, and they later get back to me for the interview. But because I've done so many interviews, I've done so many applications, instead of them to interview me, I was the one doing the interview for them. You know why I said that? Because when I was looking for a job, I've gotten so many unfortunate. If you know what's unfortunate.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I'm sorry, you cannot do this. Yeah. So I was the one giving them the unfortunate. If I tell them, okay, fine, they call me, can you do this? I tell them, yes, I have experience because I packaged my CV.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So I told them, well, do you have sponsorship? Some of them told me no. I'll tell them, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't work with you. And they'll be like, this guy is just
your confidence.
He's so confident.
Are you guys hearing the confidence level?
So that's what I was doing until I got this particular one that accepted me. Okay. And the interview was even scheduled 2 times. That I didn't even miss it intentionally. But the people that wanted to interview me, the manager that was supposed to interview me, whenever I tries to call my number,
it's not going through.
Yeah, it's not going through. So the secretary called me, what's happening, this and that, and she rescheduled another one. She did it twice before I was able to, do the particular interview.
Oh, that's nice. I really like your confidence, and I do hope that many people would draw from your strength of confidence. Yeah, because when you're on the receiving end, sometimes people will tend to just take anything
difficult.
Right. So are you saying to me now that your first job in the UK is the job that currently sponsoring you right now?
No, it's not.
Okay. So how did you get to this sponsorship job? Like, what courses did you take in the past?
Okay. Basically, where should I even start from? Should I start from the first job I did when I came?
Okay, we can start from that journey up till now.
Okay, the first job I did was restaurant job. I was picking glass cups. And it was tiring. It was like I was doing party and I was greeting people, taking cups and plates to the kitchen. So I was really stressed.
That kind of job, yeah.
I was really.
People want small training how to hold the glass.
Exactly.
So
I felt no. Dude, I'm not heading the right way.
Okay.
I left. I went to hotel job. I was doing porter.
What was a porter?
Yeah, I was part of the people taking linen because it's a room that it's an hotel that has almost 1,000 rooms in it in London. Yeah.
So you help them take their linen out.
Yeah, take the linen out, and sometimes we take the new linens from downstairs. We take it upstairs for the housekeepers to to put it on the bed and the pillow and all of them. Then okay, before that, when I came to the UK, I did security training.
Okay.
So it took me about 4 to 3 months before I was able to get that. So after that, I did the whole process. That's another story for another day. I got the security license, then I left the hotel job, then I was doing security.
Okay,
so from security, that's when I felt that, okay, fine, I can't do this. Let me just look for something that's going to sponsor me. Okay. That's when I now got this particular job. Yeah.
Support work, sorry. So you're saying to me now that under 6 months, you've done 3 jobs.
I think it's even under 5 months when I calculated.
Yeah, you've done 3 jobs. So
yes.
I hope that people are listening can understand that you're not tied to any job. You can always look for further opportunities at any job that you are doing, and then get other experiences from different kinds of jobs. So how, upon getting this job, how did you package your CV? Because you didn't mention care at any point.
No.
Support at any point. So how did you package your CV?
I forgot one. Sorry, I did support.
Okay.
But it was just briefly, like 2 months. It wasn't even up to 2 months, but during the whole package of the CV, you have to tell them what you have done, and one way or the other in our lives, you must have done it, but you don't know that's what you're doing. Taking care of your mom, all those kind of things. So I just felt those are the packaging stuff that I just put into it. Into this.
You didn't take any course?
I took courses, but I didn't include it in the CV too. I did not include it.
But you didn't include it in your CV?
At all. At all.
It's your confidence. I know it's your confidence that got
fair enough. I didn't include it at all. But I did some Florence Academy certificates, what people tend to do online. So I did it, but I didn't include it.
You didn't include them?
At all. I just included the experience that I've had, that I did, that I worked. And when I was interviewed, I was convinced enough that I said well, that I did interview well. Because even the 2 month support that I did, I was enjoying the job, and I know what to do when you get to a particular service unit. Exactly. So I know what to do. I know how to roll with them.
Okay.
So those are the kind of things that I told him during the interview.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you, for the job that you got, how did it feel coming from being a lecturer and then coming to do that kind of job? What was your mental state? Before we then get to the real question of what's going on now with the job at your school, but what was your mental state like? Because I know that so many people, most times they be like, I can't do it because I know where I'm coming from. And, what was your mental state coming from lecturer to support?
Okay, well, basically, since I've had it in mind that my aim is to stay
here.
Yeah. So I had plans that even if it's plates that was giving sponsorship, I was going to wash that plate. I was going to wash the plates. And since it was not going to be something for life, it's just something to do for a particular time, then to get you into the system, then you can later switch career.
Whatever it is that you want.
Yeah. So, initially people call me professor, call you all this kind of academical names and all sort of things.
Yeah.
But now having to move from, that to this particular one, well, I think the name might just be prestigious. It's still the same thing we are doing, but you're not just doing it academically. Because you're trying to correct people, trying to tell them, okay, this is what you do, this is what you don't do, things like that. Vulnerable adults, you tend to tell them what they want to do.
How to go out.
Exactly, how to go out. So you're still,
direction.
In a way, you're still teaching them.
Yeah.
I feel that's just the way it is. But in this case, you are having one-on-one encounter with them. Exactly. So it's not really difficult, and it's not like
it's not difficult.
Exactly. That's just what I feel.
One thing I like about you is your positive outlook on life and things, your environment, because it's quite obvious that you are looking past whatever it is that is going on right now with you and with your life. Do you have any plans of pursuing a PhD?
Definitely. But That'll be later on. Later when I've made enough money. So I'm looking to. I'm just looking to
have you.
I'm looking to retire. Are you running a PhD presently?
I'm not.
You said I can't wait to.
We can't wait to have you as a lecturer.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that, to retire to that. Maybe when I'm old, to go to class and teach young people. Maybe, but for now, we're still in the economy searching for money.
That's nice. Thank you very much. So now, there's a misconception that many people usually have that when you're in study visa, you can't be given a work visa. So we'd like you to connect that for us. Are you still on a student visa or you are now on a work visa?
Okay, I'm now on a work visa.
Okay.
And I left the student's route. So
now you're counting your 5 years.
I'm counting my 5 years, actually.
And it's clear.
Very clear. Very, very.
That's nice.
All right. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm still a student, but not a student visa.
Okay.
Because this is just barely my second semester.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually possible moving from student route to visa because I've done it before and I know what you've done. You know, it's quite people that yes, this is what I've done, so you can do it as well.
So do you have any issues with the Home Office that you are no longer a student, or did the Home Office at any point? Because I also heard some people said that it's not possible. You know, when I made the post yesterday, and people were like, "No, I didn't know. I heard that you can't." So, what are some of the misconceptions that people usually have? For example, people will say that you must not leave your studies. Is that true?
That's not true, actually. Once you get a sponsorship, I don't think you're tied to your school because initially your school sponsored you.
So now your work is
exactly. Now your work is sponsoring you. So for you to finish your school is left for you. But I don't think it's a good idea to leave school because school brought you to the UK. So what's the point?
So just finish your school. But what are people who don't want to go to school anymore? They are no longer tied, is it?
Yeah, they're not tied. They're not tied
to school.
They're not tied to school.
All right. So how do you do your work? Somebody's asking here, but also that was a question I wanted to ask. How many hours of work do you do?
Okay. Should I answer that now?
Yeah.
All right. My certificate of sponsorship said I can work 39 hours. That's the I think that's the standard hour to work. Now that depends on me if I want to take more jobs.
Okay.
That's extra shifts.
Okay.
I'm entitled to 9 hours, so I'm not
taking extra.
Restricted. I'm not restricted for number 20 hours because I've left the student visa. And it even stated that I can even do another job outside of
that your job.
That my job.
Okay.
But it must be on the UK short list occupation.
Okay.
So it's either I do caring or I do support.
Okay.
Or anything related to health. That's what I do.
That's because that's the visa you're on.
That's the visa, exactly. So I do another extra 20 hours apart from 9 hours I'm entitled to do.
All right, that's lovely to hear, and that's kind of relieving for lots of people out there that you are not tied to school, you are not tied to 20 hours. If you don't go to school, you don't need you don't need to sign that sign they do for international students and all of that. Yeah. So that brings us to how many hours of school do you have for yourself? How do you put in school and work together that none of them
is clashing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's no way it won't clash.
That's true.
These people are now superior over you compared to your school. So what I do is that sometimes I'll go to school.
Okay.
Other times I'll go to work.
Well,
since I'm not tied to my school anymore.
Oh, so, yeah, you choose work more over school.
Exactly. So, but I would rather choose work over school because work now has a priority. I'll just tell them, or what I usually do is that I tell them, okay, I have classes this day. If they can fix me in, that's fine. But if there's no way to go about it, then I have to leave school for work.
Okay. Has that at any point posed any threat at work where they say, sorry, they can't they can't, like, have they ever at any point queried you, like, oh, why you say you want to go to school? Why not work? Why?
No, not at all. Because initially during the interview, I made them know that I'm a student, and I was moving from the student route to a work visa route. So it was really stated on my certificate of sponsorship.
Your company is very nice.
It depends.
For them to understand that.
I think it depends on the manner of approach. I think how you tend to talk to them and explanations you tend to give them. I think it's part of it too.
That's nice. That's nice of you and your company. So you're not, so now work, how do you balance school work? Now I'm not saying going to school, I'm saying like your assignments and other things that you have to do outside of school environment. How do you balance that with your work as well? Like, do you take days off, or like now you're at home? Yeah. I don't know where you're supposed to be. Are you supposed to be at work or at school, or you just have a free day today?
Today's just a free day.
For both work and school.
I was cool. So sometimes you have a free day.
That's
because
nice. Yeah,
originally I'm supposed to work 3 days, 39 3 days at work. And it could be night, it could be day.
12 hours?
No, 39 hours. So
no, I mean per day.
No, I have 11.25 per day.
Hours?
Yes.
So you're saying like you go from like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m.
7:45 in the morning till 7:45 in the evening. So that's like.
You don't get paid breaks, so.
What's that?
You don't get paid breaks, so that one's out of it. So the rest
hours. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. So basically on those kind of days you can't go to school at all.
Yeah, I can't go to school at all. So just have to work. And
that's
sometimes
nice.
I might determine to go for night duties, or it depends on what the rota says.
So have you at any point in time had to change your rota with somebody else just because you needed to go to school?
No, I've not done that.
Oh, but do you have that mind to do at any point?
I don't think I'll do anything without letting the management know about it.
Oh, okay.
So what about the doing should come from the management?
Okay.
From work management.
So how many semesters have you got now to finish?
Just one. This is my final semester.
Oh, so you're almost done.
Yeah, by January I should be done.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so someone just made a comment and they said they heard that it would affect your ILR, which I'm pretty sure it's not, but I'd like to hear from you. Is that at any point going to affect your ILR?
Affect ILR?
Yeah.
In what sense? That's another
And that because you switched from one visa to another.
No, it's not possible now. It's even stated on gov.uk. I don't know if people usually read that very well.
Yeah.
Types of visas you can switch from.
And to.
Exactly. So if you come into the UK with your visit visa, you'll not be able to switch. But if you come with your student or with your dependent, you'll be able to switch from a particular visa to another. So since the Home Office is telling you to do this, I don't think they'll now come back to tell you that to be affecting your ILR. Okay. If you are not breaching any of the rules being told for you to, follow. Like one of the rules I tried not to breach is that don't work more than 20 hours.
So during your work time, you didn't work more than 20 hours? When you were a student, you didn't work more than 20 hours?
At all. I didn't work more than 20 hours. I was capped at 20 hours. So I was working number 20 hours during my school days. Now, I'm switching to the other visa, which is my skilled worker visa. And it's saying that you are able to work your normal hours and you can pick any other voluntary or paid job 20 hours extra outside your employer that sponsored you on the state of sponsorship. But it must be on the shortest. So that means the security job I'm doing before, I'll have to drop it because if I'm doing it saying, okay, I want to do it as my extra 20 hours, it's about affecting me at the long run.
Yeah.
So I think we should just learn to follow rules and regulations. Exactly. So I feel with that, you won't have any problem.
Ah, that's nice. So now, are you saying to us now that your work is currently able to pay for your fees without you thinking, where is my money for my school fees? Because lots of people do have issues with paying for their school fees and keeping it up to date. So are you saying that you feel safer having your job as a full-time than when you were just a student?
Yes, because when you have a job, you definitely have a source of income. And in this particular month, this is what I'm budgeting. What I'm doing. I'm not going to spend more than what I've budgeted. So you have some side attractions on this.
Yeah.
You just have to look away. So basically, having to pay your fees will not be a problem when you switch your visa. Because at the end of the day, the school will not even be able to come after you.
Yeah.
Switch your visa and you still haven't paid your fees. Because obviously they're not sponsoring you anymore. So it's left for you to either go to school
or not.
Exactly.
That's I mean, I'm very, very happy for you and your family, and I'm also very happy for the people that are listening, because this is like gold information, considering how wrong information flies. It's very important that people are hearing this directly from you. I mean, it's not me, because I'm not in that situation, but you are the one currently in that situation now, and they can hear from you. Someone has asked prior to now that did you have to go back to Nigeria to make that switch, or you made it here?
No. I made it here because when I was applying for the visa, I saw that you can either apply from inside the UK or you can apply from outside the UK. So I made the application inside the UK.
Oh, okay. And how much did your application cost in total?
Well,
you have to put money in your account and stuff like that.
I don't have to pay money into my account, but I really usually pay attention to details because on my certificate of sponsorship, it says that my company will be able to sponsor me for at least a month.
Okay.
Means they should have, I can't really remember the figure, but I know it's like 1,207.
Yeah.
To have it in your account. So your company can either sponsor you with that. On your certificate of sponsorship, you should have a yes.
Okay.
If you don't have a yes, that means they expect you to provide the money
your own.
In your account for a period of 1 month.
Okay.
But in my own case, my company had a yes, so they to sponsor me.
Okay. So that money, did they pay you that money? Not for your, but they just said, okay, they are the ones that they are able to sponsor you for that.
Sponsor me for that 1 month. Yeah.
Did they give you the money?
No, they didn't give me the money, but they were just buoyant enough to say they will be sponsoring.
They pay your salary ahead as well.
No, they didn't pay my salary ahead.
Oh, okay. So none of that. They just said they have that money and they are the ones that are taking care of that.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So do you have dependents in the UK?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
No, you wanted to say something.
Yeah. I have the dependents. I have my wife in the UK.
Okay, your wife is here. That's nice. So how much did you have to pay for her?
You mean for her to come?
Yeah, for her own application in the UK as well. Because she has to switch,
I've not even done her own application yet because my own student visa will still be expiring next year. So I'm hoping that she finishes my own visa. Because what's the point having to, switch visas immediately when it's still much active?
Okay, so now what you're saying is that your study visa is still active.
Yes.
In the sense of like, okay, you still have that visa at the school.
Yes.
So she still had that visa that she came in as a student.
Exactly.
Okay, but then you know that if you switch it for her earlier, she should start to count her 5 years earlier. So that's the good part of it. So you may want to think about,
having to start early, right?
Having to start our own. So, but how much would hers cost at all? If she's going to,
I think
you have an idea of how much hers would cost?
I think it's still going to be same payment I paid, yes, because we are obviously in the same sector, which is health sector.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's still going to be something like that.
Okay. So are you also looking at your wife getting a sponsorship job if she's able to get one?
Well, I'm not restricting her. If she's able to get one, good for the family. And if she's not able to get one, then she can as well be a dependent on my own visa.
Okay.
So
someone said that because your visa is still active, your school still has hold on. Though I have an answer to that, but I'd like you to clarify it for that person that said that okay, so let me just answer it then. You can also answer it. So basically, what he says that they didn't collect his card from him. Like, did they collect your BRP card from you, your student visa BRP card?
No.
So you still have it? That's what you're trying to say?
I still have it, but on the confirmation, on the approval mail I got from Home Office, I was asked to send it back, which I'm going to send it back actually. They asked us to destroy it and, send it back to them.
You have destroyed it and just keep it for your own evidence.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. So now the confusion that some people are now having is that so now are you sure that your wife is not illegal in the country, considering that she hasn't changed to be your dependent?
My dependent?
Yeah.
No, she's not, because I'm actually a student. I'm still a student in the school. Don't forget that. And initially, I'm still going. And who sponsored me to come to the UK? So the fact that I switched my visa doesn't mean I should switch other visas immediately.
Okay.
Because she still have to match next year.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I hope that I've clarified the question of the person. Now, somebody said that did you have to notify your school of I'm just answering some of the questions before I continue with my own question. One said, did you have to notify your school about your change of visa?
Okay. No, I didn't have to notify school actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't have to. So now you're saying that the only the only people you have an issue with is your UKBI, and you are sorted with them because you have collected a new visa.
Exactly.
I guess this person is your friend that is asking, sir, how long have you been married?
He's my friend. I saw him already.
I can tell because he has been making so many
I won't answer.
Okay, so guys, if there's any other question that you've got to ask, we can carry on. However, I don't know if you know, but I usually ask random questions on my live video. Okay, so we're going to go. Questions about life in the UK. I'm just going to read it out from my phone. So you're just going to answer some of the questions.
Does it have options?
So what do you say?
Does it have options?
Yes, I'll try and get you options.
All right.
To be fair, I was not prepared. I've not written out my questions, so I have to go and look for the questions for you. However, before I get to my own questions, let's see if there's any other. Now, somebody said, what are some of the companies that you think have sponsorship lists? That have sponsors that for health and care that you know about. If you can just give us some of them. Maybe your company, we don't mind. Don't worry, we will not chase you out.
Even my company is kind of full because I've given so much of my friends and they are not even responding.
Your friends and family.
Of course, now.
You're nice, so you're nice.
I know what is for me won't pass me actually. So if it's actually for me, it will come to me. If it's for you, it will also go to you. So why not share among other people? Exactly. So, well, I don't really know names.
Okay.
Of care jobs or health jobs actually, and funny enough, I even got 2 sponsors.
Oh yeah, you did tell me.
Okay, I told you, right?
Yeah.
So I just followed the one that I felt was going to be one of the fastest, and which was this actually. So I don't really have names of them, but I believe Gov.uk has more information.
Yes, exactly. You guys. It's important to be on gov.uk. All the things we also share online, we actually read it from gov.uk. None of us know it until we came on gov.uk.
Mm-hmm.
So so gov.uk actually does have more answers. Your friend is just being very cheeky.
Okay, I think I should just. What motivated my Jackpa was that he was one of my friends and he Jackpa from secondary school.
Oh, no wonder.
And I believe if he can do it, I can do it too. And I've not even pictured my life living in Nigeria actually, because
you have a future there.
I've not pictured it there. So I feel even my lecturing was not in Nigeria. It was in in Benin Republic. So I moved from Benin Republic to the United Kingdom. So I'm really motivated of the security there, having to earn good money, healthcare. You can plan your things and it will come true actually.
Yeah, when you are kind of have a grip of your life somehow.
Exactly. So that's why I just feel motivated. Yeah, that's it.
Speaking of healthcare, did you have to pay for health
insurance? IHS. No, I didn't pay for that when I was switching the visa.
How long did your visa? I know how long. Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I know how long, but then how long did it take for your visa to be out?
In fact, I was thinking that because I told somebody that was doing one, he's a YouTuber too. So I asked him if he had the idea of how long visas usually take. I think I asked you too. So he said they were doing serious check on me.
I know you would have been so scared.
I was very scared that, God, where will I start from if I go back to Nigeria? If they deny me, what will I do? Yeah, I'll just be doing hide and seek in the country. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. But actually, I read it on Gov.uk, and it's usually take 8 weeks, maximum of 8 weeks. Yes.
So did you take 8 weeks for you?
It was 8 weeks exactly.
Oh wow! So they said it would take up to 8 weeks, and it took exactly 8 weeks.
Exactly 8 weeks. Yes, that's why I got the approval mail.
Okay. That's nice to hear. Is there any questions before I just ask you? Honestly, sorry, I don't have options, so you're just going to guess however you're going to guess. So number one question is, what city in the UK has more miles of canals than Venice? I know Venice, people say Venice has really nice canals, but what city in the UK has more canals than Venice? Okay, let me give you some options. Number one, London. Number two, Birmingham. Number three, Stratford. Number four, Warwick. What city? To be honest, the answer is just there clearly, but
I think it's London.
No, Birmingham. Birmingham has more canals.
Oh.
Birmingham has more canals than any city in the world.
I think it's the first time I'm hearing that kind of question, actually.
It's good. I mean, you already have.
Of course. Oh, sorry, I'm finding it difficult to hear you.
Do you know the song?
I found it difficult. I didn't hear the beginning of your question.
Okay, so what English singer had Set Fire to the Rain as a hit song?
Jeez, at this point.
No way! You don't know who sang Set Fire to the Rain.
At this point, I don't think I'm good at anything. apart from research.
That was sung by Adele. Adele. Do you know Adele?
Yeah, I think I usually hear that too.
Okay, yeah, Adele. So in which city would you walk down the shambles? So you walk down the shambles in this city. What city is that? I don't know. To be honest, I don't even want to know. Well, the city is York. York City, yeah. It's the shambles is actually a place, and then you walk down the place called the shambles. Finally, let me just give you a very easy one.
I hope it will be.
This one, I always ask you for bonus. What is the color of the Scottish flag?
The Scottish flag. That's blue and white.
That's correct.
Oh, I actually got one.
So you won this round. Anyway, so if there's anybody who's got questions, the floor is now open for you to ask your questions, and then you will be answering them. Please tell your friend to stop asking us this. Let's see the questions from other people, please. Please, sir.
Can you let
Please, sir, let's see questions from other people. Sorry, I had to pick that phone call because it was coming too much. Somebody said, at what point did you get your sponsorship visa? I don't understand the question, but I don't know if you do understand the question.
At what point did I get the sponsorship visa? Okay, I think there's something I omitted, that I've not said.
Okay. Then we're very good to hear that.
Now, I got the sponsorship visa in less than 4 months I came into the UK.
Okay.
But because of the whole 4 months, because of the whole process, it took a longer time for the whole, going to the home office and having to run the interview with my company. So it took like, let's say, 6 to 7 months with the whole process.
For you to, so now you got here after 6, 7 months of getting to the UK.
Exactly.
But you got the job 4 months in.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but you got your visa and
6 to 7 months. 6 to 7 months. Yeah.
Okay, I think the person has joined us quite late. Did you come as a student firstly? Yes, he did come as a student, as a tier 4, on a study visa rather.
On a study visa,
yeah. So, yeah, he did come in as a student, but now he has switched. He didn't graduate, in quotes, before he switched. He switched in the middle of his course to a work visa. So, yeah. So, would you advise anybody to come into the UK? So, now, this is my question. If you want to give someone an advice coming to the UK, would you say try to come as a student and get a job, or would you say get a job from Nigeria before you come into the UK?
Okay, now I think it depends.
Okay.
But as for me, I would say one of the things that really helped me was because I had good cousins around that were telling me, okay, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that. Okay, check out this, check out that. They were just giving me information. So I was doing making my research. I was trying to figure out things myself. So I feel there's no way you come to the UK that you won't succeed if you have determined that, okay, this is what I want. All you just need is the information. Now, getting the students, I think coming as a student is quite better because at the end of the day, it's a win-win for you. You're having the UK degree and you're also having the sponsorship.
Yeah.
So on the long run,
you can use the degree to
exactly. You can use a degree to secure a better job or still make it to continue staying in the UK. So I think you should come in as a student, let them train you first, then you can switch things up from there.
I like one thing that you said, which is where many people miss it. You said they send you the information, you make the research. Some people want you to send them the information, still do the research.
Still do it for. I don't like that.
Feed them the answers that they don't even want to take, still. So, like you said, you get the information. Someone says, "Oh, you can do this, you can do." Then you go back home, make the research, and then do it. Somebody said, "What was the profession and did he get the visa with your sponsorship visa?" What was the profession? Support work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get it as a support work. Somebody also said, did you need to return your old BRP after getting the new one?
Yes, I was told to return it.
Yes, you are actually told to return it. Yeah. You are told to return it, or you
destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone said, "But you're already working with the company." Yeah, which is I don't think I really asked that question.
I was not.
You got the job with the sponsorship. You weren't working with them yet.
I was not working with them yet. It was a fresh company.
Okay. So you got the job and sponsorship together.
Yes. So they actually I applied for the job on Indeed, and they called me for interview and were willing to offer me the job on spot. But I told them that I needed the sponsorship in order for me to be able to concentrate on work.
Okay.
And they said, okay, fine, they'll be offering me a sponsorship, that I just need to pass the interview.
So it's okay to negotiate with your employers, because I know lots of us in Nigeria, coming from Nigeria, didn't have the opportunity to negotiate with our employers or prospective employers.
Yeah. I think it's too much respect that we had from Nigeria. Because when I came here I usually tell them, they were just coming to come and work. I won't ask them the wages. But my cousin has said, you have to be asking them, this is UK. If not, they'll just be using you and be telling you what is not. So then I've watched up. When they call me for a job, I'll ask them, how much is it? So I will now decide if I want to go or not. So since then, my games, everything changed. Exactly.
That's good. And it's good that you also did your own research yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
With what the information they've given to you. Because sometimes we just get the information, even though the people giving us don't know so much. So we don't follow it like that without even seeing the pros and the cons, if that is going to fit us or not. Somebody said that what course did you apply for? An MBA.
Yeah, I applied for MBA.
Yeah, someone is saying that that's the first mistake I made on this my job. Exactly. It's okay for you to ask. There's no problem in asking what your full job will entail and all of that.
Yeah.
So I think that we're still going to call you one more time because I feel that you have a wealth of knowledge to share when it comes to applying for jobs. Yeah. I mean, not because not the corporate jobs. At least applying for a job that can kind of elevate you. So if you guys want him to come again to give us the how to apply, maybe we can do a mock interview here. Please comment down below so that we can then schedule another date for him. In the next video too, we have somebody that is also coming who actually switched from study to work visa before the end of our school as well. So we're also going to call her in to give us an idea of what she has. So if there's any other question, because I am going to keep to time, I have to leave here at exactly 11. So if there's any other question, please, we've got like 4 more minutes to answer them. And yeah, someone is saying, did you do any training from Nigeria?
Not at all. I didn't have to go through any training in Nigeria. Okay. But yeah. But I feel what really helped me was the experience, the 2 months experience I had.
You had? Yeah,
exactly. And the personal trainings I've done of Lawrence Academy, of which I did not even had into my CV. Yeah, so I was able to get more of the interview questions that they were asking me.
Oh, someone's asking a very important question. The last person I brought on the show paid, which is not an issue at all. Some people do have to pay, maybe because their company doesn't have the capacity to sponsor and do all those things. Yeah. Right. But then, did you have to pay any company?
I did not pay. I didn't make payment to any company. So all I spent on the visa was just £247. And that was my visa application. So the COS was given to me freely from the company.
That's nice to hear. That reminds me, now your visa now, how many years did they give you?
Okay, I've got 3 years, which is going to expire on
so after 3 years,
yeah.
And then now
after 3 years, of course.
So after 3 years, if you renew it after 3 years, if you don't renew it and you get into corporate job, will you go and reapply for another course? I mean, another visa, or
yes.
change to
I think I have to reapply to another visa because that corporate job will be giving you another sponsorship.
Yeah.
And don't forget that this sponsorship on now is restricted. Exactly. Yeah. So I have to switch to another visa route, which is still the work visa actually, but it's just that the job title is going to change. Yeah, but different from what I'm doing.
So does that affect your 5 years route into indefinite leave to remain or not?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
At all. Because you just have to be in the country legally, working
for 5 years before you're able to apply for.
Exactly.
Okay. Please, how much is your annual income? I don't think he's going to say that on TV. I mean, that's personal. But if you can give us a bracket.
What's that?
Someone is asking how much is your annual income, which I don't think is a fair answer to the platform. But if you can give us a bracket of the amount, so
okay,
I would say between 20 and 25k, 20 and 22k, you can give us a bracket.
It's just within 22 to 24.
Okay, all right then. Yeah. So yeah, something between 22k and 24k. And how many hours? Okay, I think these people are just joining. His contract stated 39 hours. So now I'm going to ask you my question. How are you? So what's the career route that you are looking to go through when you're done with your MBA? Are you going to finish your 3 years visa, or are you going to
switch career?
Something else? Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm still ambitious. I think I'll switch career before the end of 3 years, which is going to be to BA, because since I have the idea of I've lectured in computer science before, and I've done MBA, which is business. So I'm looking at combining technology and business together, and I think that will give us business exactly. So I think that's the course I'm looking to go through.
So you're still going back to tech?
Yeah, kind of. But I think I'll just dwell more on that BA, and I'll use that to check out for jobs that could sponsor too.
So I really wish that a friend of mine who is also a business analyst, she's just coming to the country as well, and she's also a business analyst. I wish she's still here so that she would have, gained one or two things about that. So now, business analysis course too, do you think that they are able to? So if she were to, because now you did care, but I'm going to ask this question on her behalf. If she were to also switch to from study to work visa, do you think she'll be able to combine going to school and still doing her business analysis job if she were to get a sponsorship, just like you, but you don't even care? So let's say she got a business analysis job. So she can still do the switch normally as well.
Yes, she can still do the switch normally. I think she'll be able to cope actually.
Because you work from home, isn't it?
Exactly, you're working from home and they just require you to go on site at least once or twice in a week, and not even every week self you have to go. You can go once in 2 weeks, so it depends. So you can still cope with that. And if your school is not the kind of school that bought you a lot, like my school now, I go to school twice in a week, so and the rest is online. So if I ever go to school once in a week, I've tried. That's 50 over 100, of course.
You have really tried.
I know Mondays.
Game because more questions are tripping in and I do not have so much time. Someone's asking that what's the difference between care assistant, support, and all of that. And sadly, I don't have time because I have to go pick up my kids from nursery. So, yeah. So, if you do want us to bring in one more time, so the next time we're going to now focus on your job much more than, your career path and coming into the UK and all of that. So, if there's anybody who still wants him to come some other time, please let us know before you guys go and bombard him in his DM. Not yet, go and bombard him, please. Please let's say it here for every other person, because I know it could be very tiring answering the same question over and over and over and over again. So I think we've come to the end of the live video. Thank you, Gidi Jones. Thank you guys. So I think we'll schedule another time, and this time another day for us to talk about, focus more on the job and the job description. So I just want to say a very big thank you for coming. Thank you for every other person that has joined us. We'll see ourselves next week. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.